Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today Television. I'm Sakshi Batra and this is your favorite show, Daily Calls, that answers all your stock-related queries on the program. In case you're joining us for the first time on this program, well, over the next 45-50 minutes, we will answer all stock questions that you have about your investment portfolio with top market experts guiding you through this space. Now, how do you send us your questions? The WhatsApp number is flashing on your screen. Send me your questions here along with your name, your location and your contact details. We can also give you an opportunity to speak live to our top guests and also take a custom-made advice there. Now remember, what we can also help you out with is that you can join us live on our YouTube channel where our show is going live on. Go to the Daily Calls live section, use the comment section there and send me your questions. I'll be happy to address some questions from there as well to speak to our guests too. Now remember, let me talk to you about the markets and how the mood is on the day one of the new Samvat year. Well, the mood is pretty positive. The markets are holding above 26,077, even though it's been a very narrow band of a range, but we've held on above that 26,000 mark for the first half of the trading session. 0.8% higher at this point in time. There's a 200 points of a jump that you can see on the Nifty. So the optimism has come back right when we were getting into Diwali and post-Diwali onto the festivities as well. All the sectors are up and about, with IT sector definitely leading the gains. We are also looking at the banks, FMCG, real estate, PSU banks, all of them actually up and about in trade. Let me talk to you about the stocks that are buzzing as far as the Nifty is concerned. Infosys at 1541 continues to drive up in the trade. You can look at HCL Tech, look at TCS, Axis Bank, Shriram Finance, look at even Wipro. All of these stocks are actually buzzing. Most of them are from the IT pack that are clearly reflecting the mood on the D Street, especially with positive news flows coming in and statements coming in from Donald Trump. So the IT sector, export-oriented sectors are definitely coming back into focus as well. Let me quickly now help you understand that you know what's happening in the broadest index. Remember, like I said, that it's the export-oriented names that are driving up the market sentiment. You can actually see the export-oriented textile names also that are buzzing in trade, from Welspun Living to Vardhman Textiles to Gokul Das Exports to Indocount Industries. All of these stocks are actually buzzing in trade. Let's now welcome our guest on board to answer your questions. We have Mr. Kranthi Bathini now joining in on the program with us, Director of Research at Wealth Mill Securities. Warm welcome to you, Mr. Bathini. Good to have you with us. Of course, this is the first session, full session that we have in the Samvat year 2082. So here's wishing you, you know, all the goodness that this new Samvat brings for your life and for your loved ones, your team members at Wealth Mills as well. Help us understand on day one, what's the thought process that you are going with? What's the gut feeling? Will this year turn out to be a good one for equities?
Sakshi, good afternoon to you and season greetings to you and to all the viewers and your team at BtTv. Yes, Sakshi, we are going at a firm note after the Diwali Samvat 2082 is concerned. By and large, we are back at 26,000 again. We are just a kissing distance from all-time high. The optimism is derived from the last few days. The trade expectations, the trade deal expectation from India and US is concerned. But still, it's not the conclusion. Just wait for the final outcome. Don't get excited. Just wait for the final outcome of the order, because we have witnessed this excitement 3 months back also, that we are going to have a trade deal and India is going to be the most favored nation. But the narrative has changed very quickly. So just wait for the concrete statement from the administrations. And one good thing, what led this rally of 1,000 points on Nifty, one is FIIs have become net buyers during this phase. In the past trend trading sessions, the quantum of selling has drastically came down and they have been the selective buyers in these markets. The missing action can be from the earnings season. Of course, we got a decent earning from names like Reliance Industries that has been keeping the markets in a positive territory, and also Infosys buyback news also led these tech companies to be in a positive territory. But wait and watch. The market have to sustain these levels. That is very much crucial, because in the recent past, in the past 18 months, market could not able to hold on to these levels. So this time is different. We need to wait and watch. But one thing to ponder upon the current market condition has been, earlier the long-term support for the market was around 24,500. That has moved to 25,000 now. So the Nifty is in the range of 1,000 points. Whether we are going to witness a leg up rally from here, that all depends upon the outcome of the India and US trade deal, and also any blockbuster results from the earnings season. So if the both could give a positive news for the markets, definitely markets is headed for a new highs.
Okay, markets are headed towards newer highs. That's the hope with which we have started off the session with as well. Okay, Mr. Bathini, let's do one thing. Let's start by taking some questions of our viewers who are joining in early and sending us their questions. And we will, of course, come to you as well to get a clear idea of which are the themes, which are the sectors that are going to outperform in this new Samvat, and any kind of stocks that investors can also keep an eye out on as well from your own research basket as well. But let's take the first question that we have. This one is from Ashwin. He wants to know about Granules India. He says, I have 600 shares in my portfolio bought at 568, and I want to know whether I should hold on or should I exit my position and move to any other stock at this point in time. At 568, meaning that he must have bought just now. Any suggestion on the Granules India space right now?
Sakshi, if the investor is a long-term investor, he can hold on to Granules India. Most probably he can wait for the results. The stock just started moving right now. He can expect 600 on the stock at this point of time. Just wait for the results to come and wait for the management guidance. The stock has been decent and resilient in the recent past. So he can hold on to Granules India.
Okay, let's take the next question that we have. This one is from Jay Rami Reddy Guram, one of our regular viewers. Jay says, good afternoon. Good afternoon to you also, Jay. And the question is on Summit Securities. Now, the question is that I have 150 shares of Summit Securities bought at 3,555. Can you please review the stock? Let me know whether I can buy more or should I exit. So, bought at a higher level of 3,555. Right now, the stock is at 2,425. Even though the stock is up by about 8% today, and the stock, if we look at the last 1 month, it's moved up about 10%. In the last 6 months, there's been a move of about 14%. But year to date, it's actually down by 20%. So, it had, in fact, when we look at the last 1 year, the stock must have peaked around December, and from that time it has been lying low. Summit Securities for you, is there a way out? Should one continue to hold on throughout the year to get one's prices, or should one move out, sir?
Sakshi, there are some better companies available, okay, in this space. Okay, if the investor is a serious investor, okay, in this space there are much better companies in the NBFC space and all. Some kind of speculative activities do come in this kind of companies. So my request, if the investor is just a momentum trader, okay, he can exit at rallies. But for the serious investments are concerned, there are much better companies are available in this space.
Okay, got that. Let's take the next question then. Anuj Singh writes in, मैम दिवाली की आपको हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया अनुज जी, और आपको भी दिवाली की बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं. HDFC बैंक के ऊपर इनका क्वेश्चन है क्रांति जी. 702 के रेट पर लिया हुआ है HDFC बैंक इन्होंने, और 120 शेयर खरीदे हुए हैं, और अगले 6 महीने तक के लिए आपसे एक व्यू पॉइंट जानना चाहते हैं. तो बढ़िया रेट पर लिया और प्रॉफिट्स भी हो रहे हैं इनको, 1000 के ऊपर के लेवल्स अभी देखने को मिल रहे हैं. HDFC बैंक अभी आपको कैसा लग रहा है? नतीजे भी पिछले हफ्ते वीकेंड पर आए हैं, उसके बाद आपको क्रांति जी क्या लगता है अगले 6 महीने के लिए क्या और तेजी आएगी यहाँ?
साक्षी जी, हम लोग बहुत पॉजिटिव है बैंकिंग एंड फाइनेंशियल सर्विसेज के बारे में, और HDFC बैंक एक क्लियर कट लार्ज कैप स्टॉक है बैंकिंग एंड फाइनेंशियल सर्विसेज में, एंड बैंक निफ्टी में भी हेवी वेट कंपनी है HDFC बैंक. अगर निवेशक को 6 महीने का इन्वेस्टमेंट हॉराइजन है तो ट्रेडिंग हॉराइजन है तो ओके, अगर नेक्स्ट अगले मॉनेटरी पॉलिसी में एक रेट कट मिल गए तो एचडीएफसी बैंक जैसा कंपनीज की बेनिफिशियरी होने वाला है. सो अगर 6 महीने का टाइम फ्रेम है तो होल्ड कर सकता है डेफिनेटली, बट लेकिन 1100 1200 लेवल्स एक्सपेक्ट कर सकता है, बिकॉज इट्स अ लार्ज कैप कंपनी एंड वी कैन expect some kind of a 10-15% kind of moves.
Okay, got that. Let's take the next question. This one is from Mr. Lalit. He says, "Hi ma'am, I want an overview on latent view analytics. Is it a good time to buy this stock from a long term time frame?" Okay, let me actually pull up the stock. Latent view analytics. The stock is higher by 1% at 436 odd levels, slightly choppy, but it's moving towards the high point of the day right now. If we look at the stock's performance over the last 1 month, it's actually on an upward journey. About 6% kind of a move has happened, but year to date it's actually been pretty sideways. Any suggestion, Mr. Bathini, on latent view?
Sakshi, 2 years back when the stock was listed, okay, there was a lot of euphoria around the stock. But off late, that euphoria has got fizzled out. But stock has formed a base uh, around 360, 350 kind of a level. From there onwards, the stock has been consistently going up. It's maintaining the firmness in terms of the price, and also slight improvement in the earnings are concerned. He can hold on if the investor is a long-term investor, or else in the medium to short term, he can exit on rallies.
Okay. Taking the next one then, we have this question from Aarti Jain. Says, "Hi sir, I have 1000 shares of Engineers India at 201. If I have to look at only the next 1 month, could you suggest me one target of this one? Engineers India, bought at 201, currently at 200. So I think it's only for a trading view that Aarti wants to get to know over the next 1 month what can happen, Kranthi ji.
Sakshi, I'm not a person for 1 or 2 months, but the stock is at a near support level at this point of time. So, but on a longer term basis, next 6 months, we are quite optimistic with respect to the prospects of PSU companies are concerned. It can be PSU banks, PSU engineering companies also. Okay, so if she have a long term horizon, she can hold on, or else for a medium to short term, she can expect 210 kind of a thing, but keep a trailing stop loss around 200. This is the range at this point of time.
Okay. Let's take next question from Megha Raju from Hyderabad. Megha says, "Good afternoon, Kranthi sir. Can you please advise me on Dixon Technologies? I am holding since the levels of 15,135. What's the outlook on Dixon? Currently trading at 15,609. So the good part is that she's sitting on profits, even though the stock is down by about 3% today. But this has been one of the favorite stocks of investors who have been betting big on the EMS space, electronic manufacturing space. Of late, so many newer technologies getting developed, and the entire theme also getting into buzz as well. Any suggestion on Dixon?"
Sakshi, she can hold on. The theme is still on, but the momentum has been missing. But we can't expect every time the stocks to be in a momentum zone. But if the investor is a long-term investor, she can hold on. In fact, any dip in this space, she can add on to the stock. She can accumulate for a longer-term basis. The theme is on, and the Make in India movement is going to go up in the quarters to come. So she can hold on to Dixon Technologies.
Okay. Let's take the next question then. This one is from Sakshi Pal. Says, "Hi Sakshi and hello Kranthi sir. Hello to you as well, Sakshi. The question is on Poonawalla FinCorp. I have Poonawalla FinCorp in my portfolio, bought at 570. What should I do right now, and any suggestion on this stock?" Okay, so she's facing some losses here because the stock is actually slipped now even below the 500 odd level. Today also it's down by about 3.5 odd %. Any way out for Poonawalla FinCorp from the current levels?
Sakshi, the current quarter results have been flattish. That was the reason for this correction in the stock. She entered at a high range when the stock was around 500. When the stock was around 570 kind of a range. So she can hold on, and there will be relief rallies on the stock. So at this point of time, if she want to exit, she can exit at the at rallies.
Okay, got that. Let's take the next one then. We have this next question coming in from one of our viewers from WhatsApp. We have Mayank Chaudhary joining in from Ghaziabad, says, I have 4 lots of Nika at 264. What is the outlook on Nika that you have? Okay, so one right now, the stock is hovering at 256, slightly below your own purchase price of 264. But of the recent 1 or 2 weeks that, or 1 or 2 quarters that we've been seeing, Mr. Bathini, that the earnings have been improving. And the focus of the company is also coming onto profitability. It's actually trying to get out of the ghosts of the past as well. We have seen extremely volatile times. We've seen extremely difficult times for Nika in the last 1.5, 2 years odd. But last 2 quarters do show us some promise. Any suggestion on the stock?
Sakshi, on an investment perspective, okay, I'm not bullish about the company. At the same point of time, I'm not comfortable with the valuations of the company. So that's where the problem for Nika, majority of the investors have been facing. Sometimes there would be some kind of a rallies on news. Okay, so the valuations are not at all comfortable. The company has to deliver some more strong numbers, okay, to sustain these kind of valuations. So any rally, I would be the seller in the stock. I'm not comfortable with the valuations like Nika. But one thing is, these are the new age business models, okay, and Indians are beauty conscious, and by and large, the company has to deliver much more strong set of numbers. That's where the key concern for this company. The investor can exit at rallies.
Okay, let's take the next question then. We have one more question coming in from Mohit from Ludhiana. Mohit says, hi Sakshi, I want to know about Steel Authority of India. I have 500 shares of this stock in my portfolio. My time horizon is 3 years. I bought this at 104. Can you please guide me on the same? Now, Mr. Bathini, this is interesting. We are seeing some momentum build up on the metal space yet again. The recovery in the steel prices are also pointing out to some kind of a stock price momentum in the entire sector. Now, what we've seen with the precious metals, there is some kind of a hope that that rally should also come into the hard metals category as well. Any suggestion on sale that you would have, sir?
The stock is in a range, actually. It was not able to last 3 years. If you look at the price movement, the stock never broke in the range of 170 levels. That's where the stock is cyclical by and large. But given the kind of the current auto numbers and the focus on infrastructure is concerned, so there would be a demand for the base metals. He can hold on to the stock, but 150 to 160, that is the range the investor can look. The valuations wise, the stocks look attractive. But in terms of the price momentum is concerned, that's where the missing part. If the stock could able to sustain the range of 150, we can expect some more momentum in the stock. But by and large, the stock is stuck up in a range.
Okay. Let's take the next question then. This one is from one of our viewers again, who's watching our show on our YouTube channel, Satyanarayan Rao Kulkarni. Says, hi Sakshi, I want to know about Aster DM Healthcare. I want to add this to my portfolio at the current levels, but is it advisable or should I wait for certain dips to enter into this stock? Aster DM Healthcare for you, Mr. Bathini.
Sakshi, from last summer to this summer, the stock has given around 90% returns to the investors. The healthcare stocks have been in a focused area at this point of time. The stock is trending at 52-week high right now. If there is any dip in the stock, okay, around 650, that is the range he can make the entry. The stock has been showing its resilience and strength despite of the choppy markets in the recent past. So he can add at dips. As to DM is concerned, they're expanding their footprints into the south, and they want to become a pan-India player. That's what Aster DM is making the steps at this point of time. If the investor is a long-term investor, definitely buy on dips kind of a stock.
Okay, let's take another question then. We have this question now coming in from again one of our viewers, Manas from Bangalore. Manas says, I want to know about Bajaj Finance. If I have a long-term view, can I enter into this stock at the current levels as well? Any suggestion? We do know that this is the leader as far as the NBFC space is concerned. Whenever we talk about the non-banking finance space, Bajaj Finance is the first name that comes to the mind. But how is the structure of the stock? What are the opportunities going forward from here? Do you think the recent GST cuts will also aid the growth of credit for the NBFC company going forward from here? And at the current levels, do you think it's a good time to enter?
Yeah, he can keep this as a first entry price point, Sakshi.
Okay.
At dips, he can keep accumulating the stock for a medium to longer term perspective.
Okay, taking the next question then, this one is from Avnish Kumar Chaudhary from Muzaffarpur in Bihar. Avnish says, hi Sakshi, I want to know about IRIDA. Now this is one sticking bone for all the investors who took an entry into this stock. He says, I bought this at 195, about 3,600 shares is what I have. But I've been waiting for far too long and the stock has been only consolidating lower. Now at 154. 0.75% higher, but it seems really long time since the stock has actually tried to climb above 190, 200 or the erstwhile high levels as well. So it fizzled out pretty much soon after the listing, within few weeks and months. After that, it fizzled out. IRIDA, what would you say, sir?
The investor can hold on, Sakshi, but the one thing is, that's where the key problem for many of the momentum traders, when the stock price has been in a momentum zone, that's where tracking the news and understanding the prospects of the company is extremely important. It's not like that every stock price is going up. It doesn't mean that, it shows the firm reflection of the valuations, and that's where the investors have to be cautious. So by and large, the prospects for IRIDA looks strong for a medium to longer term perspective, but he can hold on. If he is really a long term investor, he can hold on, or else if the price is the main motivator for the stock, he can exit at rallies.
Exit at rallies, okay, or hold on for if you're an extremely long term investor. Umesh from Delhi says, I want to know about Patanjali Foods. I bought this stock at 497 in my portfolio. At what levels should I look to exit? I can actually continue to hold on for next 1 year. Will I get a better opportunity to exit into this stock? Because I'm still on profits almost of about 100 odd rupees per share, 1% higher for the stock. Should he hold on for higher gains?
He can hold on, since the investor told he have another 2 more quarters. Right now we are seeing a pickup in the consumption theme, and HUL also has been reinforcing their confidence with respect to the consumption theme is concerned. So Patanjali, the domestic originated FMCG company, so he can hold on, and this is the only company which has been an outperformer in the past 18 months, despite of the underperformance in the FMCG space is concerned. Actually, he can hold on.
Okay, you can hold on. That's the view that has been shared with you. Let me also take 1 or 2 more questions, and then we will move to Kranthiji's own suggestion of the themes that one should be watching out for in 2082 Samvat year, and the strategies that we should follow. Momita from Kolkata writes in, says, hi Sakshi, I want to know about Bharat Dynamics. I bought this stock at 1800 levels, and the other one that I have is Bharti Airtel at 1650. Both are my long term holds. I want to know, should I average both of these stocks at the current levels, and should I continue to add more, or should I just hold on my position? Now Bharti Airtel, we do know, has performed well in the previous Samvat. If we look at the last 1 year chart, that investors will be able to know what exactly are we talking about. Currently at 2017. Here, Momita's first entry point was 1650. So she's sitting on profits but wants to add more, looking at the kind of telecom opportunities that we will be looking forward to. Remember, Mr. Bathini, that in the new Samvat, we will also be waiting for Jio's listing as well. That will have 2 prominent companies competing with each other. Right now, it's more or less a monopoly of sorts in the telecom space, and we only see Jio by way of Reliance, a conglomerate that's listed as a whole. But for the first time, time we will see Jio getting demerged and listed separately as well. But Bharat Dynamics, she took an entry at around 1800 levels. Right now it's slipped to 1538. So both of these stocks completely from different sectors. Let's take them one by one, starting off with Bharti Airtel first, sir.
She can hold on Bharti Airtel, actually, given the kind of the strong footprint they have in terms of the telecom space is concerned, and also the way they could able to sustain their market share. Bharti Airtel, definitely she can hold on and add at every dips for a medium to longer term perspective. Coming to BDL, the stock was in a momentum zone. The stock went to the range of 2200, now trending around 1538 levels. She can hold on to BDL also. Any dip below 1500, she can accumulate the stock for a medium to longer term perspective.
Okay, got that. Let's take the next one. This one is as far as the question coming in from one of our viewers is concerned on our WhatsApp again that we have. This one is from Sri Hari Krishna from Hyderabad. Wants to know about the banking space at large, Mr. Bathini. Canara Bank, City Union Bank, IDBI Bank. Wants to know, can I continue to hold on to my position for the long term, or should I book my profits? So the good part is, even though he's not shared the levels at which he's entered into all these three stocks, is that he's sitting on profits on all of these three: City Union Bank, Canara Bank and IDBI Bank. Where should he hold on and where should he book his profits?
Yes, actually, you have a divergent banking space. IDBI, Canara Bank, PSU, and also City Union kind of a bank, and very diversified portfolio in banking. By and large, actually, we are just seeing the momentum in the banking sector that just kick started right now. If the market has to sustain at this point of time, and also if we have to see the return of the FIS to Indian markets, banking sector is going to be the key beneficiary. So on a medium to longer term basis, he can hold on to the stocks. And if there is a booster in the form of rate cut in the next coming monetary policy, that's going to be a much beneficial area for the banks. So he can hold on to the banks at this point of time.
Okay, got that. Let's take another question that we have, and we will then quickly look at Kranthi ji's own suggestions for the new year, new Samvat year as well. This question that we have is from one of our viewers on HSCL, Himachal. I think this is Himadri Specialty Chemicals, I think. Yeah, so HSCL. The question from Ramakrishnan from Bengaluru says, I have been holding 800 shares of HSCL in my portfolio at 656. Should I hold or sell and book my losses, or move to some other good stock as well? What would you be suggesting? The purchase price was 656. The stock has slipped to 470 now.
Sakshi, the investor need to know, okay, in the last 3 years, how the stock has behaved. It's moved from 100 rupees to 600 range. So it is a six bagger for the investor who entered at the bottom price. So the entry point for the investor is at a higher range. Given the kind of the long-term perspectives for this space the company is into, he can hold on. But while taking the entry, okay, what kind of price performance the stock has delivered, that also you need to take into cognizance. And when a stock delivers such a kind of a strong firm returns, okay, it's obvious that the stock can give some kind of a price wise correction and consolidation also. That's where the Himadri Specialty Chemical has been going right now.
Okay. Lastly, Mr. Bathini, help us understand your view for the new year. What are you expecting on the Nifty returns? What is the strategy you are advising all your clients to have as far as equity markets are concerned? Any top 2 or 3 themes that you really believe the outperformance can come in from, and therefore our entire focus should be there? And any key stocks for the new year too?
Sakshi, it's a very complex question. One thing is Nifty is trending at a higher note at this point of time. We are just way below the lifetime high. So what we expect this year is we need to have a clear cut the earnings revival on the company's earnings are concerned. That is extremely crucial for the leg up of Nifty at this point of time. And the other thing is, look at the geopolitical environment, how it's going to behave. So these are the key factors we need to see. The next 2 quarters, the results are extremely crucial, and we can expect some strong budget, which is more reform-oriented budget, which is going to give a complete start with respect to the growth prospects are concerned. These are the positive areas, and we do have on the top of the hill, we have a person, U.S. administration, President Trump, who is going to create some extra volatility for the global geopolitics are concerned. So at this point of time, how the investor behavior and stock picking sectors are going to be. By and large, we are going to look the domestic facing sectors. The best place to be at this point of time is infra, because infra last few quarters have been in a complete consolidation phase. So infra stocks looks very attractive to me. The domestic facing infrastructure stocks are prices are very attractive, and they had a strong consolidation. So the sector to look at this point of time is for the low risk appetite investors. First of all, is domestic centric infrastructure, consumption, and banking and financial services. These are the key three sectors one need to look. If the investors have some kind of a much more longer term view, uh, one can look at defense as a theme, which is right now more about a domestic developed sector and a new age sector. So any dip in defense is a very good opportunity for the investors for a medium to longer term perspective. And the other new emerging sectors like the semiconductor theme, this is also one of the key sunrise sector in India, but very few companies are there, but the valuations also little bit stretched for these companies. Any kind of dips, one can enter into these kind of companies. And also the domestic sector like railways, these stocks also had a last 1 year, last summer, the stocks have been in a consolidation phase. So the large cap railway stocks one can accumulate this year for a medium to longer term perspective. And the other sector like the new age sectors, the budding sectors like nuclear power. So these kind of the sectors one can keep nuclear power and aerospace. That sector also very interesting to me. So these are the sectors one need to keep on their radar. Just to sum up, the domestic oriented sectors for the moderate and low risk appetite investors is infra, banking, and consumer. And if the investors have a much more longer term horizon, one can look at the defense, railways, and also the aerospace and nuclear power is concerned. So this is the construction of portfolio for the investors.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Bathini, then for sharing with us your outlook for Samvat year 2082 and where exactly the money should be going. Wish you well again for the coming new year, and of course, we'll be catching you very soon. Yet another edition of Daily Calls very, very
Thank
soon.
you, Sakshi, and wishing it and wishing you all viewers for season greetings, and also and much more prosperous quarters and months ahead. And we are going to see the new highs for the markets and creating wealth for all the investors and viewers at BtTv.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for being with us. And now, viewers, we'll also welcome